is Greg Dow. I'm a licensed acupuncturist at Family Integrative Medicine of Orlando, and I'm here to discuss an exciting new therapy that we offer called N.A.E.T. It's a form of allergy elimination that exposes patients to small amounts of the allergy to eliminate that allergy over time. Through my own experiences, I developed a food sensitivity and started to have ongoing sinus issues and digestive problems. So I found out about this new therapy called N.A.E.T. and decided to give it a try. And after a few weeks, I noticed that I was able to eat some of the foods that would trigger my allergic reactions in the past. So fast forward, years later, I'm now a certified N.A.E.T. practitioner and an acupuncture physician, and I'm helping people with all kinds of health problems and allergies that keep them living indoors and enjoying their life. This is a therapy for anyone who has multiple food, environmental, or chemical allergies or sensitivities. Generally, the people that come and see me are someone that typically they've been told that they need to either avoid all the allergies altogether or take medications for the rest of their lives, and that's just not possible for many people. Okay, so I'm going to do a little stimulation along the spine. You'll just feel a little thumping all the way down. So this is an alternative to that, where we form a central nervous system stimulation. So we do neuromodulation of the spine. Just feels like a little acupressure stimulation while the patient holds on to a vial like this. All of our treatments are done in a spa-like setting, so it's a beautiful, relaxing room where there's music playing. Okay, so tell me about this rash. How long have you been having that? I start off the treatments by getting a full medical assessment of the patients, understanding their full history, looking at their ELISA allergy tests, looking at their labs, and understanding the underlying problems. Okay, I'm going to give you this. If you can hold it with your finger pads in this hand, you can just keep that by your side but off the table. Yes, exactly. And then doing applied kinesiology to understand how their body might be responding to multiple allergens in the environment. And then after the treatment, we ask the patient to avoid all of the allergens we found for 25 hours and do a food journal, drink lots of water, and generally our patients come back in about a week and we retest the triggering allergens to see if they are still responding to the allergens. Generally, it takes between 1 to 3 treatments to eliminate that allergen, and then they can start to reintroduce those allergens back into their lives. So it's a really exciting way to eliminate allergens without taking medications and injections you have to do for the rest of your life. We also offer red light therapy, helping reduce inflammation. You can think of allergies as a tip of the iceberg, where a lot of the problems are under the water. You can also work with our functional medicine doctor who addresses those problems that are under the water to make people healthier over time so they're also less reactive to other allergies in the future. Our therapy is non-invasive, it's painless, it's really comfortable and relaxing, and the therapy itself involves a little stimulation along the spine that just feels like a massage right along the sides of the spine. When you stimulate the spine, it gets your body to release these chemicals that create a chain reaction to get your body to produce epinephrine and norepinephrine. So that blocks the allergen that you're holding in your hand initially during the treatment. And then as you do this over and over and over, your body remembers that you don't need to react as an allergy to these allergens anymore. Muscle memory for your body remembers it and stops reacting to it. A lot of our patients will go through a healing crisis, so that means they start to have more allergies the day of the treatment, and we can educate them on stimulating pressure points in their hands and their feet to reduce those symptoms, reduce the pain and the headaches or whatever is coming up as it's happening. And that starts happening less and less as we go through the therapy. A wide variety of symptoms that can happen because of allergies, from digestive inflammation and bloating to chronic pain, neuropathy, issues with sleep, chronic fatigue issues. So it can look like a lot of different health problems. Usually people identify that they might have food sensitivities or allergies because they have all of these symptoms all at the same time after eating certain foods or being exposed to chemicals, that sort of thing. We have hundreds and hundreds of these vials of allergens that we test for to see if your body is responding to them. So at our office, we use applied kinesiology. It's used by a lot of medical providers, from chiropractors to osteopaths to acupuncturists. And this is a way to test the nervous system response to stimulus in the environment and see if your body reacts negatively. If your body is reacting negatively to that allergen, your muscle will go weak during that muscle test. So that's how we know. And this is an example of one kit. This is our basic kit, which is sort of the building block of our immune system, including minerals and vitamins and things that you would typically be exposed to in the American diet. Typically, if we get someone who knows that they're probably allergic to bread or something baked, we will test them for all of the things that are typically in the food. So for example, bread would be eggs and yeast and sugars, and going through the entire list of things one at a time to see if they're responding to these things. One of the questions I get is, how many allergens can I treat in one treatment? And it really depends on the strength of the patient and the severity of their allergy. If they're fatigued all the time and really weak and have a lot of pain and severe allergy issues, then I might only treat 2 to 4 allergens per treatment. And this is really to protect the patient from having a severe reaction afterwards. Whereas a patient that only reacts badly to maybe dairy or bread, we can do a lot more than that on one treatment, and it goes much faster. Generally, eliminate the allergy within 1 to 3 treatments, depending on the constitution of the patient and how healthy they are. And I had one patient in the past that we tested with a full kit, and she was reacting to some of the things, but she really thought she was being triggered by particular things in her house, like her shampoo. What I had her do is bring in the shampoo in a little baby jar with the lid really tight, and rather than using the kit in the vials while I did the treatment, I actually had her hold on to the jar of that shampoo while I eliminated the allergy during the treatment. And that's another way to take the things from the patient's particular home to eliminate those allergies as well. Sometimes I get a question about how many treatments it's going to take to completely resolve the allergies. And it really depends on the patient and how many allergies they have. I get a lot of patients in here that have multiple food and chemical, environmental sensitivities and allergies. And in that case, it can take months to eliminate all of those because we're doing it one at a time. And then the other question I get sometimes is, will those allergies come back? In my experience, it generally doesn't, but I think of the allergies as the tip of the iceberg, where the allergies that are actually showing up are the result of all these underlying problems that are building up over time, like inflammation and poor nutrient absorption. And we can address that with working with a functional medicine doctor at our clinic, doing acupuncture and red light therapy to keep the patient healthy, to make sure those allergies do not come back in the future. So N.A.E.T is a therapy that was invented by a doctor who was both a chiropractor and an acupuncturist at the same time. So she applies both the theory of Chinese medicine, which is treating the underlying causes that are triggering disease, with chiropractic, which is stimulating the spine. So we use both at the same time to both treat the underlying health issues as well as do this form of therapy that's stimulating, desensitizing the body to the allergic reactant. So if this sounds like you, if you're having allergies that are causing all sorts of health problems, we'd like to sit down and talk to you and see if you're a good fit for this therapy. Give us a call at Family Integrative Medicine of Orlando, and we can discuss this and see if we can help you resolve these problems to live your better life.